Measles outbreak in Texas, a crisis that shouldn't have happened. Preventable disaster. Imagine a disease so contagious that if one person has it, 90% of the people close to them will get infected, if they're unvaccinated. Now, imagine that disease making a comeback, not because science has failed us, but because people are refusing a safe, effective vaccine that has been available for decades. That's exactly what's happening in Gaines County, Texas, where a measles outbreak has infected 24 people, with 9 requiring hospitalization. Health experts are sounding the alarm, calling this outbreak completely preventable. With vaccine exemption rates rising and misinformation spreading, could this be just the beginning of a larger measles resurgence in the U.S.? Let's break it all down. How did this happen? The vaccine exemption crisis, Gaines County, Texas, is now the epicenter of this entirely avoidable outbreak. Here's why. 1. The county has one of the highest vaccine exemption rates in the state. 2. Every single confirmed measles case involved an unvaccinated person. 3. The area has a history of low vaccination coverage, making it a perfect breeding ground for measles to spread. Health experts have warned for years that declining vaccination rates would set the stage for outbreaks, and now we're seeing that prediction come true. But Texas isn't alone. At least 10 other states have also seen falling vaccination rates, putting the entire country at risk. Dr. Amesh Adalja, an infectious disease expert, put it bluntly, this does not have to happen. Measles, the most contagious virus we face. Why is measles such a big deal? Because it's not just contagious, it's the most contagious infectious disease known to humans. Here's what makes measles so dangerous. 1. It can linger in the air for up to 2 hours after an infected person has left the room. 2. A person with measles can spread it to others before they even know they're sick, 4 days before the rash appears. 3. One infected person can spread measles to 12 and 18 others, making it far more contagious than COVID-19 or the flu. And the worst part? Once vaccination rates drop below 95%, measles can spread rapidly, which is exactly what we're seeing now. What are the symptoms? How measles progresses. At first, measles might seem like any other virus. But the symptoms quickly escalate into something much more serious. Early symptoms. First 4 days. Fever. Cough. Runny nose. Red. Watery eyes. Later symptoms. Days 4 to 7. Tiny white spots inside the mouth. Koplik spots. A red, blotchy rash that starts on the face and spreads downward. High fever, up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Severe complications. 1 in 5 unvaccinated people will be hospitalized. 1 in 1,000 will develop brain swelling, which can lead to permanent brain damage. Up to 3 in 1,000 will die. These complications are 100% preventable with vaccination. Yet people continue to ignore medical science, putting not only themselves but also babies, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems at risk. The MMR vaccine, a life-saving shot. So how do we stop measles? The answer is simple: vaccination. The MMR vaccine, which protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, has been around since 1971 and has nearly eliminated measles in the U.S. until vaccine hesitancy became widespread. How effective is the MMR vaccine? 1 dose in 93% protection against measles. 2 doses, recommended, is 97% protection. Once you're fully vaccinated, measles is no longer a threat. Dr. Adalja reassures the public, if you're fully vaccinated and have a normal immune system, you don't need to worry about measles. The vaccine is safe, approved for decades, with no serious risks. Effective, provides lifelong immunity for most people. Widely available, free or low cost in most places. Yet despite all of this, misinformation and fear continue to push vaccination rates down, leading to preventable outbreaks like this one in Texas. What happens if vaccination rates keep dropping? The current measles outbreak isn't just an isolated event, it's a warning sign. If vaccination rates continue to fall, the U.S. could face more outbreaks, not just in Texas, but across multiple states with low vaccination rates. A return of eliminated diseases. Measles was declared eliminated in the US in 2000, but at this rate, that won't last. Reemergence of polio. Experts warn that low vaccination rates could bring back polio, a disease that once crippled thousands of children. Dr. Jeffrey Goldhagen, a pediatrician at the University of Florida, said it best. "We are at great risk for the reemergence of polio in this country." That's not fear-mongering. It's a real possibility if people don't take vaccination seriously. Protect yourself. Protect others. The measles outbreak in Texas was 100% preventable, but because of declining vaccination rates, dozens are now suffering, and many more are at risk. If you're vaccinated, you're safe. But if you're not, or if your child hasn't received their MMR shots yet, now is the time to take action. This is not just about your health, it's about protecting your community and ensuring that diseases we conquered decades ago don't come back. What do you think about this outbreak? Should states take stronger action to prevent vaccine exemptions? Drop a comment, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on health and breaking news.